Assalamu alaikum. Hi, Oracle Reiki spiritual healer. And, I finally was able to find some eggnog that, didn't have diglycerides and diglycerides in them. So I'm having a great time today. I've been shopping. I'm having a great time. I'm running a little bit behind schedule, but, I don't even look at time. I don't even, regard time because, I keep it moving. So I wanted to talk to you because I have been seeing a lot of the news saying that, the Somalis, all of these people, people who are well-known content creators have been talking about these Somalians and, how they behaved and, who they voted for. And, they've talked about everything except from the spiritual aspect. And, like I say, a lot of people do not believe that God has given us examples of these behaviors in the Holy Book, so that we have the understanding that there are some people who are believers and some people who are the opposite. So we are the foundational Black people. That's what we're understanding. That the foundational Black people were expecting, let's pull together. Let us come together. At least one or two of the groups from the diaspora. And when we got the message, when we got the download that that's not going to happen because a lot of these people enjoy their proximity to whiteness. Although, they're as dark as me. They're darker than me, some of them. So when we have this understanding to, let them find out what we have found out, what our parents have found out, that integrated with the system or tried to integrate with the system, that you will never be a part of, the racist white culture. And we want to make sure that we are separating from our people, and like I said, our full moon cleanse, the ones of us who cleansed ourselves from the negative energy, who wanted to, it's just like, being in a household with a narcissist, that parent that is saying that you're isolated, you're not like us, you're not going to, be a part of our conversations. You have to be separated. And then you have those children who are, nearest to the narcissist, the parental narcissist. They are the ones who are the golden child. They are the ones who are usually trying to, put the chosen one down, the scapegoat, the black sheep. They are those in the family. We're having that in the diaspora right now. And our full moon cleanse has exposed those with a disease in their heart. So this is spiritual in nature. And I just wanted to, bring about this understanding so that you would also view this as a spiritual problem, a spiritual event. Among all of the people who are in the diaspora that say that they are not Black or separate themselves from the Black people, the foundational Black people who have been here, who have raised, this land, our parents, those people who have decided that they are not Black because, of what, the stereotypes that they have heard, that they have bought into, the people who are enjoying their, proximity, who think that they're light enough to pass as, Black people, and they take on that behavior to the foundational Black people that have always been here. Those people who enjoy their proximity to whiteness are finding out those cultures, that have come from Africa, who are indigenous people to Africa, like the Somalians, they're finding out that their individual lives has singled them out. In order for the narcissist, the governmental narcissist, to attack them. And because of their behavior, and a lot of the people who are, coming here, who are foreigners coming here, a lot of them are finding out that you are not able to say that you're not a part of the foundational Black, Americans that were here, that paved the way, our parents that paved the way, that we've been fighting for housing laws, for, different kinds of rights. And for you to come and say that, you're not a part of us, you look down on us, you are superior, you are your own people, you are, Somalians, or you are Dominican, or you are, Mexican, then this is why we have separated ourselves from these people. They have separated themselves. They have been separated themselves from us with their behavior, with their character. So, we have the understanding that this is why there were 12 springs when Moses hit the rock, and 12 springs broke out of the rock, and each root knew its place to water its people, because they were separated then. There were different kinds of, separations within the diaspora at that time as well. So, God understood that before, they start pushing and fighting and corruption breaks out into the land, then we'll just give, the 12 tribes, each one its water. Okay, so we have this understanding from Exodus. We have this understanding from Al-Baqarah. And I've been reading from Al-Baqarah. We have this understanding, through the law of Moses, that they have always been this way. The tribes have always been this way. Okay, so therefore it is very much so spiritual. So, let me read you a little bit about what I have been reading about these people who want to remain separate, who want to remain, individuals until the racism starts happening to them. Okay, and then they want the foundational Black people to stand up for them. Now they're Black. Now they're a part of the culture when they have not contributed, only to their culture. They have remained individuals in their communities. So we want to make sure that we are seeing what we're seeing, and we address it, as the indigenous and as the foundational Black people that we are. So, this is what it is saying here. And we have Surah Al-Baqarah 2:6-7. These verses describe the state of those who persistently disbelieve, stating that God has sealed their hearts and hearing due to their rejection of the truth. So this is what I'm telling you today, that this is very much spiritual. They have rejected the truth, even though that we have shown them how these people have, targeted us, blown up our business, inflated loans, taken homes from us, charged us the most. They've done the most so to keep us out of business. So, and these people still come and say, these people are lazy, and they side with the racist, colonizer or the enslaver or their master. Okay, so we have to understand what is going on, and this is what God is saying, and this is how we pray against it, to expose those people, and we cleanse that negative energy from us and purify us so we can see them for the disease that's in their hearts. So as for those who persisted in disbelief, it is the same whether you warn them or not. They will never believe. Allah has sealed their hearts and their hearing, and their sight is covered. They will suffer a tremendous punishment. So this is what the Holy Quran is saying. And I try to, stay and steer clear, but, I took political science. So therefore, I try to stay clear of political, events, political happenings in the diaspora. I try to stay clear of these events because, we are supposed to be coming together. We're supposed to be unifying. But, we are separated because we are supposed to be separated. We are supposed to be separated because there are some of us who believe that they only have to, protect and fend for their own people. Even though they come to another land, they do not, integrate with, the black people. They're not, good and communal with the black people, the community that's already here. Okay, so we have that understanding, that their hearts are covered and they have a grievous punishment. And we've been seeing a lot of these people who say that they are not black people, incur the wrath of God. They have been, removed from the land because of their behavior, because of their refusal to unify, with the other tribes, with all of the tribes. And there are some of us who have been wanting us to come together, but we're understanding why we cannot. So we also have Surah Al-Baqarah 2:10, and it describes these verses of the hypocrites who claim belief outwardly, but disbelieve inwardly. Okay, and it says, and mankind, there are some who say, we believe in Allah and the last day. We believe in God and the last day, while in fact they do not believe. They try to deceive God and those who believe, while they only deceive themselves and perceive it not. In their hearts is a disease. So I say this all the time to people. There's a disease. This is what we have been wanting to see. The people who have that disease in their hearts. So God increased their disease, and for them is a painful chastisement because they lie. They're actually lying about being believers. They're lying about, being unified, with the entire ummah. So this is what we have been separated from. This is what has been exposed in our community. And I just wanted to give you my thoughts about these types of people who say that they are believers and, that they only believe when something is happening to them. They're only, communal. They're only good to those, to the people whom they migrated from their country to come here. They're only good when something is happening to them. They're only black when something is happening to them. So I wanted to give you this thought and give you this idea so that you can continue to pray to expose those people who are, hypocrites and, they pretend to be believers, but, in their hearts is a disease. I hope that you have received this message. Please like, share, and subscribe to me. Book your one-on-one sessions with me. Book your life coaching sessions or your video chat sessions so I can acclimate a gift to any of the persons around you who have a disease of the heart. Please like, share, and subscribe to me. Donate to my channel. Donate to me over any of my channels. I'm High Oracle, Reiki Spiritual Healer. Assalamu alaikum.